Hi everyone. Obviously, it's Valentine's Day, full of hearts and love for everyone. Um, just really excited for today. Not that I'm doing anything or my husband and I have great plans. Just happy. When you are happy and content in your life and you can look in the mirror and say, things are okay. That's a powerful stimulant. And it's a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful morning here near the Houston area. Not a cloud in the sky again, and crisp and cool, and the sun is out, and it's Valentine's Day. So let's get ready for this day of love together. Get ourselves ready and make ourselves look ravishing for those in our life that we love. Why not, right? Even if you're staying at home and cooking soup for your Valentine's Day dinner, being together, that's the most important part of Valentine's Day. So grab your coffee, which you know me, I'm a coffee fiend. I love my coffee. So let's get going. I got so many great comments yesterday from you guys. Oh my goodness. It's like everybody kind of woke up yesterday or something. I don't know. Love that. I just love to get your feedback. I really do. Had a great conversation with one of my followers yesterday that I just, when you are putting yourself out into the world of the internet and you're making these kind of videos and I don't want to say you're exposing yourself, but you are opening up your life to negative criticism and, hateful people, which it doesn't matter where in life you are, there's just going to be those people. There's just going to be those unhappy people that feel that they can say whatever they want to say, whether it hurts you or whether they don't care. They're just going to say what they're going to say. Right? I get that. It's part of the gig. If you're not willing to accept that, then maybe participating in social media is not your game. Okay? But I get that. The one thing, however, I will not tolerate on my channel under any circumstances is hateful, degrading, insulting, or condescending comments for any reason. We're here to exchange ideas. My ideas may not be your ideas, and your ideas might not be mine, but we're going to do this, and we're going to do this in a way that is civil and safe, and everybody gets to voice their opinion, but do it in a way that is respectful of each other. So I was having this great conversation. By the way, before I get myself out, I put on my CoverGirl. This, guys, if you're just starting in makeup and just learning it, and you want a really nice product, regardless of your age, to prime your skin, this is great. I think it's $8. There's multiple colors. You can get it at every drugstore. And it really is a good product for a beginner. This one is in the pink. It is a primer, a moisturizer, and a color corrector all in one, which I think is fantastic. Great idea. I then put on my e.l.f. Cookies and Cream primer. This one is really nice because it gives you a beautiful porcelain type look to your skin. Love that one. I've used it for a really long time. We are going to go in with our concealer now. This is my Joa concealer. This is a Korean product. I do very much love this. It's very moisturizing. It doesn't crack. It doesn't split. It's really hard to find, so if you find the color that you like at your local grocery store, or your local drugstore, I would really encourage you to buy two, because in my experience, it's been very hard to find. So just if you like it and you're buying another supply, of course, I don't mean right off the gate, because you should try something before you buy multiples, right? Because you may not like it. But if you like this product, and I very much do, I think it's a great product for us mature skinned men and women. And again today I'm using quite a bit of this, as I'm going to use it as foundation today again, because it loads into this sponge and I don't want to waste all of that. So that's why you see me doing what I'm doing here. And I'm not going to add any, well, maybe I'll do just a little. Let's just do a tiny little bit of my House Labs foundation just to kind of blend all that in, get it a little bit wetter. This is House Labs in the lightest color. And then let's get a foundation brush. This is this brand is Anise. Very, very good brand. Love these brushes. Okay, so I'm having this wonderful conversation with one of my followers who's been around quite a long time, and she's followed me really since the beginning. And we were having a conversation, and I was getting some feedback from her on some exciting news that I got yesterday. And in the process of our conversation, we were talking about, you know, my videos and the products, and I was explaining to her about this new product that I'm just really finding is fantastic, and that is the Life Cell anti-aging moisturizing cream that I'm using every day on my face, and how I've seen this remarkable change in my skin using it. And I was just so pleased to hear from her some positive feedback on some of my other videos, and I was extremely pleased to hear that she is actually using one of the products that I recommended, and that is the Dark Spot Remover by Inniskin. And you're probably thinking, well, okay, so why is that such a big deal? Well, it is a big deal when you are putting these kinds of videos out and you get positive reinforcement. That for me is why I do what I do, because then I know I'm not wasting my time, I'm not wasting your time, and I'm giving information out to the vast emptiness of the internet in hopes that what I have to say helps somebody, or informs somebody, or encourages somebody to have a fantastic day, whatever it may be. And so for me, that's a huge validation that my passion of trying to help others is worth my time. And that's a huge, huge blessing to me, because I'm busy and I've got a lot going on in my life, and it reconfirms to me that this is important, and that I am reaching others. And when I get feedback like I got from more than 3 or 4 people yesterday, that is just solidifies my time and my effort, and I want to thank you for that. I know everyone has a choice, and first joining and watching, that's a huge compliment, because you're all busy, we're all busy in life. And then for you to even take your time to respond and send me a comment, it's just a huge compliment, and I thank you for that, and I thank you for your time and your consideration. So, thank you. Obviously today I'm wearing pink, right? Pink and red and white and black, so we are definitely going to do a pink eyeshadow look. Duh, right? You're probably saying, oh, so obvious, Carrie. But stick with what you know. That's how I feel about it. Stick with your comfort zone. If you're comfortable doing that, I am, then stick with it, because you know what? You're going to look even nicer, because your confidence is going to come out and it's going to show right here on your face. So let's get in now and let's set this with my pink Laura Mercier setting powder. I do start at my eyes. I think it's just because it's in the center of my face, and I can kind of check and see how the product is going on as I go. And we're going to come down here, and we're just going to fill all this in. We're going to set all that wet product. Don't forget to take it down on your chin and your neck. You want it to look uniform. Still have some fallout, but not nearly as much as I had yesterday. Oh my goodness. Yesterday, it went everywhere. Of course, we are wearing pink lipstick today. My lips are dry, so we're going to go and get this on. This is L'Oreal. Color Riche. You know me, you know that one of my favorite lipstick brands of all time is L'Oreal. And this one is in Tickled Pink, number 165. We're going to use that. Later we're going to come back in and we're going to put another color on top of it, but not just yet. Okay, now let's get to brows. Before I do that, I just noticed I do need to just see if I can get this one of my little spots here. I'm just touching. Yep. No, can't see it now. Perfect. Another spot concealer. Great stuff. Okay, let's jump in and let's get my eyebrows on. Again, I'm still using my powder right now because I just don't have enough flexibility in this arm just yet. So we're just going to continue to use the powder until I am in some therapy and getting this shoulder loosened up after surgery. So we're just going to continue to use this powder. It's just so much more forgiving for me and easier for me to get on for right now anyways. Maybe next week I will be a little bit looser and I can get my arm up there enough to control it. It's feeling better today. But it's just not quite where I need it to be. So I don't get pencil marking everywhere. I'm going to get my little spoolie out and correct, just want to correct this line right here and get it straight. Perfect. It's just a little spoolie just to sort of help me get my ends of my brows, try to get them as uniform as I can, which is almost impossible for me. I don't know why. I think it has something with my depth perception. I don't know, but I can never get them to look exactly the same in exactly the same direction. But you know what? They're close enough. It's not like I'm on Miss America or something and everything's got to be absolutely perfect. That's the great thing about makeup too, is it doesn't have to be perfect, right? And there's no set rules on anything. So if you've got a technique that you love, or you find a new tech, or you develop a new technique, go for it. That's the way I think about it. Just go for it. Now we're going to come in and we're going to put on this contour. I am getting used to the contouring with the darker. It's still a little scary for me, and I will lighten this up, but I definitely saw yesterday in some of my company videos that I was working on that you could definitely tell a difference, and you know, you definitely can just by looking directly on here. Now to me this looks really drastic, but I understand the process. So what I'm going to do until I get really used to this is why I purchased this palette, because it has what I don't really consider this a color. I consider this a neutral. So when I say 3 color, I mean dark, medium, and light. So I'm going to mix the lighter color and the translucent color, and I'm just going to lighten that up a little bit, just to make me feel a little bit better about the darkness of it. I know it's this just mental block is all this is, and I will get there at some point, but baby steps. Put that down on our chin, and then bring it down, blend it out. You definitely don't want to see a dark line here. That is so not attractive. Okay, let me get a drink real quick. I am a little chilled this morning, but I think I can get through my video before I go put my jacket on, because I don't want to cover up my beautiful Valentine's Day shirt. So pretty. Okay, I'm going to just come under and I'm going to put some of my Revlon Color Stay powder, and I'm just going to put it for a couple of reasons. I'm going to put it right under here. I want to give some more lightness to my under eye area, and I'm also just making sure, because I'm going to be using this pink, that my pink doesn't go everywhere, and I have some powder to sweep off fallout. Alright, we're going to use this Flower Nose palette today. No, that's the wrong one. Sorry. I'm going to use this one. This one is a blush and a eyeshadow palette, and I've used it plenty of times for both. I do very much love Flower Nose. I will link the Flower Nose product linked in this video too, so you can definitely go and find products that work for you. You can also find it on my main landing page in the products section, which is www.carriedevlinscroggins.com, and then there'll be a section in there that will be for products, and you just need to click on that section and it'll bring up that link for you. There is a Tasha Denona link, as well as the Flower Nose, and there's a couple of other ones in there as well. So we're working on adding several of those in the next coming weeks. Now today, because I'm just strictly using a blush palette for my eyeshadow, I'm going to dip back into my brow powder and just pick up some of that light brown to outline my eyes today. And we're just going to line and define my eyes. Very nice. Just taking a little bit and I'm putting it on the outer, sorry, I got a really runny nose, putting it on the outer corner right here, just to add a little bit of depth. to the pink. That's all we're doing. Just ever so lightly picking up a little bit of that and bringing it to, oh, that's hard for me to do that with this all in that position. Because I definitely want the pink to be the star of the show today. But we do need just a little bit of definition in the transitional area. And I'm going to put a little bit more pink right here. Perfect. Now I'm not going to use that blush today because I want to use one of my favorite blushes today. It is a Fendi product, as well as the Fenty highlighter today. We're going to be using, and I just love these products, I'm going to have to get some more, the Fenty How Many Carats. This is a beautiful, beautiful shimmer. I'm going to take that on a small brush and I'm going to add up in here underneath my brow. Get some color up in here. This is a really pretty sparkle effect. Gotta have sparkles for Valentine's Day of all days, really. I'm going to take that same thing, I'm going to put it down here in the corner of my eye right here. Definitely want some sparkle down here. For sure, lighten all this up. And then we are going to put some of that on today as well as highlighter after I get my blush on. And the blush today, oh, I just love this blush. This blush is What a Brat, and oh my god, this is probably, behind my Christian Dior, this is probably my favorite blush. It's just gorgeous. It's just got this beautiful shimmer to it. It is definitely one of my favorite Fenty products. These two actually are, they're just so incredibly beautiful in the way they go on your skin, and they have this beautiful shimmer effect that I absolutely adore. Gorgeous. I mean, this is just beautiful. Look how beautiful. By the way, you guys asked me for a close-up yesterday, and I was in the process of doing it, and I disconnected my camera. Such a goofball when it comes to techie things. So I went back in yesterday, and I did a close-up, and I added that to my library. So for those of you that were wanting the close-up of the Panorama mascara, I did do it. I added another video in the library, so you can go, and it does say close-up on it. So I did that specifically because I didn't want to disappoint the request to give a close-up of that product. So I did that, and I hope you guys can see what I was talking about. If not, please let me know, and I'll try to figure out another way to do another one that gives you a better look. I'm not sure how, but I would definitely figure something out, because I don't want to disappoint you if you ask specifically for that. Okay, so let's come in with the House Labs Pink Shimmer. I'm going to add that to the top of this Tickled Pink. It's just a little bit darker, has a little bit more iridescence to it. And so we're going to add that to the top. So I've used two. I've used the Revlon, and then I've also used the House Labs. And then we're just going to pick up my setting powder, my Color Stay Revlon, and we're just going to make sure that we don't have any hard lines anywhere before we get to mascara. I do want to add, oh, sorry, pain in my shoulder there. Do want to add a little bit more right here. That line today is pretty distinct. So we're just going to give it a little bit of help here today if we can. A little bit better. Still pretty significant today. I probably should have put a little bit more concealer on, but oh well. Okay, so close everything up before I spill it. Miss Klutz over here sometimes. I don't want to spill my makeup all over my workstation, because this is my workstation as well for right now. Alright, let's take a look and see where we are. A little bit here. Okay, curl these babies. Can you believe we're in the middle of February already, guys? I mean, think about it. 6 weeks have gone since the new year started, and it just seems like, and maybe it's because I'm getting older, but it sure does seem like the days and the weeks and even the hours sometimes, they just go by so quickly. You know, you'll be working and you'll look up and it'll be 7 o'clock in the morning as you're getting started, and then you turn around and it's 11:30 and you're like, what happened? Where did it go? What have I been doing? I know I've been busy. Okay, today we are using my Benefits mascara. Just changing it up a little bit today. I haven't used this one in a few days. Love this one as well. And so we are going to get this. Start down in the bottom, as you guys know. You want to make sure that you're giving your curl every opportunity to last a long time, and the way you do that is by going down to the base of your lashes where that curl starts, and then use your product to lock that curl in. Beautiful. This is a great product too. I mean, it really is. There's just no getting around it. The only thing that I don't really like about this wand, and I do like the wand itself, it's a little bit flimsy. And what I mean by that, there's a little bit too much give when I'm applying it. It moves a little bit too much, the actual wand part of it, not the head part of it. That's really good, and it's nice and small. But it just has a little bit of flex or reflex in the wand itself, and I prefer to have a really stiff wand. But overall, this is a great product. It is definitely in, I would say, top 3, maybe even top 2. This one also gives you beautiful extension. It's a tubular product, meaning that it comes off in little tubes at the end of the day when you wash it off. And I also don't ever have to retouch this during the day. The only time I would say that I ever have to retouch it is if I go back in and I recurl my lashes. And then I would go in and I would just do a real quick touch up, you know, after I've curled my lashes. Didn't realize I got a little bit of mascara right there. Touched my nose and I didn't even realize it. Once I get this on, oops, big old glob right there, yuck. Let me see, how am I going to get that puppy off of there? I don't like that. I use this little wand here, spoolie. One thing I am going to do once I get this corrected here is I am going to come back in on the bottom eyelash line and I'm going to add some pink. I think I need to clean the top of that bottle. If you've been following me a long time, you guys know that I'm not a huge fan of a lot of really clumpy mascara on the bottom. Sometimes too you do need to come in and grab some tissue and clean the top of your mascara bottles off, just to get rid of some of those clumpies that have a tendency. And then always make sure too that you are really cleaning your wand. Sometimes that can be the problem. Just go in here and clean the top of your wand off like this. So just going to go back in and do one more coat towards the ends. This is also a very volumizing mascara for sure. Now we're going to pick that pink back up that I used, which is my flower nose. Going to use a very tiny little brush. Just going to add some of that to the lower lash line, just to give it a little bit of color and definition here. All right, here we go. Let me put my glasses on so I can see exactly how everything came out today. Oh, glasses are dirty. I need to really clean them. Very nice, I think. I do think I want to darken up my lipstick a little bit, so it's a little pink. So I think what I'm going to use is I'm going to come in with this color pencil, and it is a it's part of the Davis collection, you know, that I've used before, but there's no colors on, there's no color names on these. It's just a, you know, it's just a fuchsia type pink color, and I'm just gonna come in and that's a little better. Yes, that's a little better. All right, girls and guys. I so hope you have a remarkable, beautiful, romantic Valentine's Day. I really do. I hope you have a wonderful day with your loved one. If you're staying at home or if you're going out or whatever you're doing, I hope it's a remarkable Valentine's Day for you and your loved ones. Enjoy each other. Love each other. Tomorrow is never promised for any of us, and it is a gift. Life is a gift that we have to savor and nurture and tell ourselves that we are worth the effort. And I believe that wholeheartedly, that we can have our very best lives, live it successfully, have it all. There is nothing wrong with that at all. We should have it all. We should aspire to have what we want. Working hard, at the end of it, there's got to be payoff, right? And so whatever that payoff is for you, please always remember your age does not define any of that. Your age is just your age. It's just a number. It's a celebration every year of your birth, your arrival on earth, and it doesn't define who you are or what you can do or the goals and dreams that you can have. Doesn't prevent you from starting a new one because you're too young or too old. Doesn't do any of that. It's just a number. Don't let it get in your way. Have a fantastic, fantastic Wednesday. Thank you for joining me this morning. I so appreciate all that you do, all of your comments, all of your feedback, and for joining me to get ready in the mornings for our day. I believe it's important to put yourself together, to put your best foot forward, because you just never know. I experienced that yesterday. You just never know who is going to reach out to you or who you're going to come across or who you're going to run into. You just never know. So always put your best foot forward. You have 10 seconds to make that all-important first impression. Because, guys, I'm telling you, you never know where that could lead or how that could help you achieve your aspirations, your dreams, and your goals. Do it every day. Put yourself together every day. I promise you, you'll feel better about yourself. You'll be more confident. You'll be more productive. And it just makes you feel good. When you look good, you feel good. This is Carrie from down in Texas. I hope your Valentine's Day again is fantastic. And I will see you in my next video. Oh, don't forget, make sure you hit the bell so you know the next time I post. And please join the community. I would love it if you would do that. Let me know if you're new. And thank you for joining me on this beautiful Valentine's Day from Houston. Take care, everyone.